everybody. Welcome. We are here ready to unlock the new variant dungeon, which we are super excited about. Yay?
Yay!
Okay, Shadowmoor, what do you got for us?
Yay!
He's looking at us expectantly.
Mononoke aware. Shadowmoor wishes a word with her favorite well-traveled adventurer.
Your timing is impeccable, Theron, Rylea. How do you manage to do that? An intriguing job has been laid at our feet, and the client insists you be the one to take it up. The client? Why, none other than the East Alanard Trading Company.
Oh no.
The missive was dispatched from Kugane branch rather than Lord Lularito's offices, but it nonetheless carries the peaked scent of moneyed interests. Care to give it a read?
Let's see what he wants this time.
Yeah, you know it's going to be Hancock. If it comes directly from the east, it's Hancock.
I'm not sure the East Alanard Trading Company has any other employees in the East. Dear Rylea, Theron, in the selfsame spirit of friendship which has defined our every interaction to date, it is my pleasure to extend to you a humble invitation.
Oh boy, he's buttering us up. We're in trouble now.
He never stops. 'Tis because of your endearing efforts to save this star that we may benefit from this rarest of opportunities. For it was in service to your noble quest to build the good ship Ragnarok that I was able to forge a fruitful bond between myself and another of Hingashi's elites. This lord has seen fit to grant me, and a guest of my choosing, leave to go where few Ijin have tread, beyond the bounds of Kugane, to the sacred slopes of Mount Rokon itself. Oh my! I cannot overstate the significance of this gesture, nor the allure of sights heretofore unseen by Western eyes. Nor is it an exaggeration to say that no one is more deserving of this boon than your magnanimous selves. I eagerly await our reunion at the gates of the Bukairo Inn. Ever your faithful servant, Hancock Fitzgerald. We're actually going to be let out of Nagasaki.
Sure. There seems to be a holy mountain in Hingashi that needs climbing, and there's flattery, and then there's this. I think I'm going to go with the second one.
I'll go with the first. Seems there's a holy mountain in Hingashi that needs climbing.
And what do you say?
What does she say?
Yeah.
Never thought the Hingans would crack open those gates. Gil talks, that's for damn sure.
Laid it on a bit thick, did he? I'd expect nothing less from our consummate merchant. Not too proud to debase himself when sufficient profit's at stake. Ow!
No, honest assessment.
Still, there may be a crumb of sincerity beneath the slathered of honey words, and if not, he'll still stand to benefit from playing along.
Probably.
You'll be heading to Kugane then, I take it? I think the answer is yes. Perfect. I'll send word that you're on your way. Fair fortune and safe travels. You'd best come back with plenty of stories to tell, you hear? So, I guess we're off to Kugane.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take the short route. I still have...
Way home.
I still have Ruby C at 0 as a free teleport. Hello, Doodles! We're in the middle of unlocking the new variant dungeon. Um,
Just noticing that the bot on your Discord server has not announced the stream.
sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it takes like 15 minutes.
Now, at the moment, it doesn't.
I do believe it has because I'm using a free version, it has a cap of how many you can do per month.
Humph.
It's not perfect. But yeah, we're going to Mount Roku in Hingashi, which is a closed land.
Not for much longer.
I wonder what Hancock did to pull this one. I mean, really.
Supposedly, a business relationship started during the final days.
And off to the offices.
Logical. Hey, Doodles.
Yeah, I do believe we're supposed to get 3 of these this cycle. I would not
3
be...
variant dungeons?
Yeah, I believe the last one drops at 5-5.
It must. Okay,
Oh,
then.
there
Hey,
is
Ursi.
indeed an Ursi! Hello, Ursi! AFK at the Aetheryte. In her natural environment. Oh, we need to go to the Picado Inn. My bad.
Yeah, that's right. That's what he said.
I just immediately started pathing to the East Aladar Trading Company house.
No, this is gonna be a 2 onsen job. Kind of like a 2 martini lunch.
With all the sake therein.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. Our destination.
Mm-hmm. With a bunch of people gathered around it for some reason. Who have all cleared out. Ah, my dear Rayleigh and Theron. Who would have thought that the spinner would see us reunited so soon? You will be pleased to hear that no other charlatans have attempted to masquerade as Tenzin's progeny in the interim.
That's good. Someone's set for travel. And who are your companions?
As you can see, preparations for our journey are well underway. Partial though I am to the traditional Hengen kimono, if we are to climb a mountain, 'twould be prudent to do so in comfort as well as style.
Frankly, that looks better on you.
Yeah,
Sorry, that was my
actually.
outside voice.
But I presume you would rather discuss matters of greater import than my attire. Fear not, my capable associates are ready and eager to brief you on the challenge ahead. We have reserved the finest chambers of the inn for the occasion, so let us reconvene away from all the hustle and bustle, shall we?
We shall. Oh boy, quite a meeting room.
Mm-hmm.
Master Hancock, Master Theron, Mistress Rylea, we are grateful for your aid in this matter. I am Tsubaki, and my Omionji companion is called Torimori.
Tukimori. And Onmyoji. Okay.
We are come to Kagane on behalf of Lord Uzumibi.
Yep.
Okay. We have come to Kagane on behalf of Lord Uzumibi, who presides over Mount Roken and the surrounding lands.
His lordship is the one I mentioned in my missive. Hearing of my interest in Far Eastern treasures, he knew at once that I would find the lure of the sacred peak irresistible. And you knew that I'd find the allure of sushi irresistible. But I forget you're not as familiar with these lands as I. Let us begin with the basics and expound upon the finer points as we go. Ooh. A more detailed map. To orient our destination in your mind's eye, we must first review Hingashi's geography. Of the many islands which comprise this nation, it is here on the western coast of Shishu where Kagane serves as our shining beacon of commerce. Mount Rokan, meanwhile, can be found far from our beloved city of trade. Here, in the northeastern corner of the isle. Upon the slopes of the sacred mountain sits Shoujo Temple, a monastery where monks gathered to train their bodies and souls. Alas, in defiance of this holy purpose, a horde of otherworldly demons have claimed the temple as their own.
Ooh, fun stuff.
So more void scent.
We shall see.
His lordship suspects that a collection of accursed treasures is to blame for this infestation. In the Far East, you see, 'tis believed that well-preserved objects may come to possess living souls after a time. These vessels turned kami are known as Tsukumogami. Thank you, another $10 Japanese word. A Tsukumogami may in turn attract or even beget other spirits. These Mononoke clearly have no regard for the sanctity of the mount, and so Lord Uzumibi desires a swift resolution. Compassionate soul that I am, I could not bear to stand idly by. But as men of wealth and influence, base altruism is beneath us both, so I offer to aid his lordship in a manner befitting our stations by brokering a mutually beneficial arrangement. Simply put, should I find a way to rid the mountain of Mononoke, I may lay claim to any accursed treasures that I find. One man's trash is another man's takaramono. That's Incan for treasure, by the by. And here, my friend, is where you come in. During our jaunt to the mountain, you will serve as my bodyguards and slay any monstrous Mononoke we encounter. In exchange, you shall become one of the blessed few to bear witness to the wonders and terrors of Mount Rokan. A fair deal, yes?
I've always
Yeah,
wanted
I've
to
always wanted to explore
for more of Hingashi. You hit our adventurer bug, you naughty boy, you.
Not to mention, we've been around way too many accursed treasures to worry about one more. Or a dozen more.
All in the day's work.
That's our Warriors of Light. I knew you wouldn't disappoint. Now that the matter of Riley and Theron's participation is settled, might I inquire as to the current owner of these items, Mr. Tsubaki?
The treasures were brought into the temple at behest of Gorai, the head monk. Though his disciples doubt not that his intentions were pure, his actions have brought them great misfortune. Like you, Master Hancock, Gorai is an avid collector of antiques and claims that the Tsukukumogami who dwell within them ought to be worshipped. Driven by his fervent belief, he purchased all manner of items he deemed worthy of veneration.
Oh dear, that always ends well.
But as his collection grew, so did the certain troublesome phenomena. An unholy... Stop that! Whap! An unholy...
Yes, I did it too.
I think everyone did in their soul. An unholy shadow began to loom over the sacred mountain, and a number of this wicked vale were the Mononoke emboldened to break their fetters. Fearing for their lives, the monks had no choice but to flee, their home defiled by demons. We could not allow the scourge to spread further, and sent our strongest warriors to slay the fiends, but few returned. Knowing that victory could not be attained by our forces alone, my lord bade us employ magics to contain the threat.
And by the way, hi Octi.
Yes, hello, Octi! Tokimori is one valiant few who returned from the temple. 'Tis thanks to his diligent reports that we know aught of Mount Rokon's present state.
Our orders were to find Gorai and convince him to part ways with his treasures, but our pleas fell on deaf ears. He was like unto an animal. I suspect any semblance of reason has left him.
That's not good.
Though the seal we placed upon the mountain endures, the Mononoke have had ample time to corrupt the souls of those who could not make good their escape. Should you encounter any survivors, do not show them a modicum of mercy. 'Tis too late.
We have prepared our strongest falcons. Their keepers shall await you by the Bosakai hot springs, and we will summon the birds once your preparations are complete. A word of caution. The falcons fear the Mononoke and will refuse to fly close to the temple. They shall bring you to the foot of the mountain, but no further. Beyond that point, you will have to climb.
Fair enough. Many thanks, my friends. Now then, if we are to depart soon, I think it best we feast to our heart's content. One cannot slay demons on an empty stomach. And we are not letting all this fish go to waste.
Fish! Meat stomach! Stomach likes fish!
F is for fishy, that's good enough for me.
Fishy, 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 fishy.
Hi, Action.
Hello.
Hi, Taylor.
Wow, you can see me?
Yes! Well, I can
That
see your
didn't work
name.
at all.
Ah, there you are!
Tokimori. Mount Rokon is rife with dangers. Do not underestimate your enemies. And the Falconer? Here the adventurers will aid us, I presume. 'Tis an honor and a privilege. My birds shall deliver you to Mount Rokon's base. Go well, my friends, and may the Kami keep you.
Tay, are you feeling very Black Knightish?
Yes.
And Tsubaki?
My thanks once again for your assistance, Master Theron, Mistress Rylea. Master Hancock has some business matters to attend to before your expedition. Once you are ready, I shall summon him. I feel compelled to warn you, even in times of peace, the climb of Mount Rokon is not for the faint of heart. I suggest you procure sufficient provisions if you have not already done so, and ensure that your equipment is in working order. Reed, go repair your stuff!
Yes.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Tokimori's disciplines have been tasked with maintaining the mountain's wards. They will open the way for you upon your arrival. Speak with our falconer as you depart. Though I must remain here, I shall pray for your success. Dun dun dun.
Variant dungeon.
Okay. Checking repair gear. That looks fairly decent. I have food in my bag.
Oh yeah,
Let's
I'm
go
in
ahead.
good shape.
Pop this. Let me double check my actions here. I have a heal.
So let's see.
May I recommend, Rai, that you take a raise?
Do we have access to that now, or is that when we go in?
If you click on the variant falconer, he'll open up the duty finder,
Oh, okay.
and then you can set your actions there.
Yeah. Yeah, I have raise and cure currently. Probably stick with that.
Why don't I go ahead and switch shield for raise as well? Since Tay, you're going to stay as Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a raise so we have 2 raises.
Yeah, from the looks of it, this is probably the equivalent to like Mount Aso, which is like the main mountain on Kyushu, which is basically the equivalent island to the one that Tenkashi is in.
Yeah. Are we ready?
Gane.
Mm-hmm.
And away we go. I assume we want to just take the first path and do it vanilla?
Yeah.
Sure.
Since the first time through, there's no question that we will get a new path.
Very true. Ooh, pretty.
I'm still loading in.
Yeah, we need to get you on SSD.
Mount Rokon. Dun dun dun.
And indeed, there are the left, center, and right paths. Note the music.
Mm-hmm.
Hadn't realized it was going to go into that theme. He wants to go left, but too bad. Over here, Hancock. Interested in a different path. I shall place my trust in your intuition. A portal, if you would, good sir. Seal of Shadow, reveal thy path. Excellent. Let us be about it. Perceptive portal. I don't know if I want the portal perceiving me. Grand Gate. What lies beyond, I wonder? Hancock, yeah, don't go running in front of the tank. They are being AoE happy.
We're giving them the boot. Go that way.
We spy a most promising pagoda. Let us make it our destination. Oh, these guys look familiar. There's no end to these beasts. Yeah, well. Yep, that's the same. It's like being in heaven on high, but outdoors.
You make that sound like it's a bad thing.
How long did it take us to clear heaven on high?
A couple of years.
Well, a couple of years and a stat squish.
Yeah.
No, I
that
think we
was
can
unpleasant.
completed it before the stat squish.
No, we
No, it was
completed it
after.
after.
Aww.
This is no ordinary windstorm. No, no, it's not. Such tumultuous spirits, servants of wind, no doubt. Yes. So good of you to notice, Hancock.
Beep.
And they seem to be doing the same thing I noticed in the other variant dungeon. Somewhat specifically giving you 3 fights before you get to the first boss, which allows a bird specifically to church everything up. I will be ready to go with big buffs once we get going. These winds could blow a man away, and will if we do not tread carefully. Yozakura the Fleeting. Big buffs are up. So have fun unloading.
I was like, wait, I stopped believing. Someone else is doing ninjutsu.
Yes.
Yes, we'd be fighting a ninja.
I am
Oh, that makes
coming
sense.
for those.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tay. Green and gold.
One is wind, one is lightning.
Right. Oh boy. Oh, that hurt. So that's going to tell you the pattern he does.
She.
It's like the end of Edith. Mountain. Ow. Yeah. Yikes. Got a problem.
She is coming fast and furious.
There we go.
I want to be able to do that.
Oh no, there's 4. Everything.
Water?
Lightning, wind, and fire. Told you, everything.
Wind and water first, so probably out and in and pinwheel.
No, in and pinwheel. And now it's doing the lightning and the fire, which is out and pinwheel. Yeah, it traces little what's-ems to the things right before they go off, and that's how you tell the order ends. Hey! How could you do this to me?
I've got a res, I'm just waiting.
Alright, so they're telegraphing coming up.
Ow. Ow!
And I read it wrong. All of it. Okay.
Ow.
I think I missed the first
I
one.
have no idea what tells there
It
were
was-
on that.
it
I
was
didn't
telling-
see any
It
tells.
pre-telegraphed all of it, but I wasn't paying attention until
Yeah,
the
all
second
those
one.
red lines, that's a pre-telegraph.
What red lines?
It was going.
I'll get you in mid-action.
No, I'll get it.
Or if you can it takes a while to res, so don't worry. Make sure you're safe.
Oh, yeah.
Now is not the time.
You never know.
Go with this for a little bit.
Ow. Almost. Okay. And here we go with the 4-in-1 again.
Water. Lightning, so in again.
Thank you.
Same. Out.
No, it's fire and lightning.
Oh wait. Ah, it tricked us. No. No fair using trickery, ninja.
Time. Yeah, it's not the order they come up in, it's the order he attaches the pink lines to them.
Gee.
Gee. Oh, really? Yeah, okay. I could not see it in the
Give
light.
me 1 second, guys.
Ooh, minion.
I want to reset my actions.
Hmm.
But I'm already set.
Basically, I wanted to flip them.
Potsherd.
Yeah, don't forget to take your spoil chest.
Oh yeah, I'm like standing there waiting. I'm like, who opened it?
Yeah.
Where? I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's all individual. I'd forgotten that from the first one.
Let me guess, you got the little ninja dog?
I think so, yeah.
Nice.
I had to wager a
Congrats.
guess. These must be the temple stores. Rather spacious, aren't they? Oh dear. They've raided the place. Yeah, that big part in the middle, if there were tells for it, I never saw any of them.
Yeah, because I was like, after the second one didn't go off, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
wait.
it's a memory game. They drop the tells one after another, and they're expected to memorize all 4 before and then do them accordingly.
Yeah,
It seemed
but
like there's more than 4 in that sequence. The part I'm talking about.
I counted like 4, but I think I missed one. So I started on where the third one was going to be, thinking it was the second. I got hit by every single one.
Were I a treasure, cursed or no, I imagine I would abide within these walls. But where? Right here. Doing a nice job on some of the architecture.
Yeah, it's obvious they had fun with this one.
Magic Prism, ODD.
That's Shinryu and Suzaku.
Seiru and Suzaku, yes.
I say Suzaku.
Sure.
Interesting.
Actually, under the auspices of 2 auspices, as it were. Curious.
Okay, so facing them together.
Face them towards each other.
Makes sense.
So the glass serves as a magic doorknob of sorts. Monks were certainly inventive, and I'm sure that's a split into different mechanics
I wouldn't be
and or
surprised.
paths.
man.
You two are a connoisseur for Eastern maps, I trust. Terribly charming. How the four lords are shown ruling the cardinal directions. Oh. That will be the secret. Which I kind of figured. Getting those
We were
steps to
stupid.
point the correct.
We forgot to set up notepads.
Oh. I have some idea.
We should be taking notes so we don't have to retrace later. Make sure Rye catches up.
Yep. I'm gonna just wait here.
Personal spoils. And Hancock. More Onibi.
This looks like the final room.
Trying to remember, was it 2 bosses or 3 bosses? In
3.
Yeah. And we've had... I don't remember.
No, maybe it was 2.
It was generally 2, and then the final.
Of course the armor is haunted.
Of course.
Respect.
Ononoke, Moku the Restless.
Yeah, he looks
Oh,
pretty
hold on,
restless to
Rye.
me.
He's got 3 swords.
The Armored and the Restless?
Fat.
That was horrible.
There are far, far worse jokes to be had, trust me.
Night is young.
Ups are up.
I just had a lag spike.
Oh, jeez.
Oh crap! Really?
Oh, kidding me!
Oh, damn. Okay.
Okay, how you're supposed to figure out where that's going to be?
Ah, symbol on his head.
Ah!
Okay.
Yeah, I look for the arrow he's pointing and then the symbol that's over his head. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I saw it, but it wasn't pointing in the direction I'd expected to be pointing for what he did. So I don't understand how to line it up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, get into, that corner.
Please provoke.
Oh, right. I should
He's
probably
mad
do
at
that.
me.
Oh boy. Sequential lines. Oh. If you cannot beat them, dodge them, I say. Yes, thank you, Hancock.
Speed?
How do you tell?
Gotta just find the slow one and go around it.
Yeah. Which
Alright,
means
okay.
basically start on the side away from where they'll be, so they have time to separate.
These are archers. Watch their paths.
Yeah. Stay away from where all the arrows go to.
Oh boy!
Exactly.
That's a lot of explode.
Kinky release. General AoE.
Getting Rye.
Double and Kazumi Giri.
Probably gonna be back.
Oh, okay.
Ah! So he tells you which one is going to go up.
So on the floor, it actually does tell you, kind of.
In relation to him, yeah.
North? Or what? Sorry, west.
Front.
Boss north?
No, it's saying that, but how do you? I don't understand how you parse that.
It's
The
in relation
purple
to the
things
arrow.
above his head?
Unfortunately, I'm not seeing where the second tell is for the next direction.
He tells you first and then he switches. Alright, raising, right.
No, I've got it. I was waiting for all of that to finish. I was not raising into the middle of that.
Healing action.
Excuse me.
Oh dear. Damage. Give me 1 sec. Alright, you see? On top of his head? It's
Yeah,
saying that
But
west
it
is safe.
doesn't go in the same direction. That's the thing. I don't understand it.
You have to
It's
look
showing
at
you the
his-
Pac-Man. Look for the Pac-Man's mouth. That's the safe spot.
in relation to him specifically.
Where he's pointing.
But
So if he's...
that
if-
doesn't.
Oh, he's doing something crazy now.
Oh dear.
He's channeling Zoro.
No, I thought you had a
Oh,
Netflix
it's there.
subscription.
Ruh-roh.
Oh.
Oh! Get out of that.
Oh dear.
There's just- Oh, okay. So they're line up proximity line AoEs. So north is safe in this case.
How? But how?
And
Well,
then
keep
the
in
next
mind,
one,
Rai
west will be
cannot.
safe.
Rai has problems seeing the markers of which way the bosses are facing.
Oh wait, yeah.
I'm seeing all the
Oh,
different
it's
workers, but they're
also
all
based
disagreeing
off
with each
the
other.
orientation of where it ends up after the slice. So there's an additional adjust. Okay.
Yeah, it's the second adjust that's throwing me.
So it's gonna be the boss is north and then the boss is west. But because he ended the spin east, then north became safe. Let's just find the slow guy and run by him.
Unfortunately, Tay has no res, so.
Yeah.
And I was not paying attention. That last one. It looks like north is going to
Yeah,
be
that
safe again.
one will be good.
So there's two. North and southwest. Alright, so his south. And then his north. Oh, yeah, so it's regular stance. Okay. Because he turned on the one of them. Alright, his west.
West? Yeah, there you go. And then
His-
followed by
His
east.
is east.
Yeah, except he
Yeah.
turns
So he
right
spins
there.
a little bit,
Got
yeah.
me last
Now, is he
time.
spinning because of your moving, or is he locked?
No,
Like,
that one
okay,
was
yeah.
just his.
So perhaps you gotta call it out like left or right of the head.
Yeah, you should be good there.
Kind of, but not like this.
Basically, the head's position is true north, and then we'll go left or right of the boss. Yeah, so west of the left of the boss. Sorry.
Okay, I see.
Oh, it sets up two lines to kind of show you where it's going.
Track rotation.
Okay, that's
Then
new.
you fire, and then he's
Scarlet
going
Auspice.
flash again. Oh, so it's a phase change
Oh,
for the
okay,
fight.
that.
Okay.
Nah,
I
I
don't
don't
know
Which
need to
one's
worry
gonna
about
go up first? It's
Family.
south. Okay, it lights up. You're gonna want to get all armed. Yep.
Yep.
And that angle.
then get into the
Going off
center.
that, go straight south,
Really?
and
Okay.
then move up.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, because they start to kind of change up as one starts to go off. They'll pick the second one. Looks like. All right, so this is he's doing it weird. Is that west of the boss?
And then
north?
behind the boss.
And then behind him.
Oh.
Yes, he rotated right
Don't
there.
move. Yeah, right. Sometimes he spins. Cheeky ghost.
Well, this is obviously going to take a while for Porte. Do we want to reset?
No, I do not give up.
Never give up.
You're at
Never
51%,
surrender.
Just so you know.
Okay, I'll just sit here and work on my
gun.
team.
There's no one range, I don't think, right?
No, not on these bosses.
Oh,
No.
sweet. They can just keep going.
Just loads repeating mechanics.
And if you close your eyes, you think your game kicked you back to the lobby, and then went back to Stormlight.
Now, summon archers. Look for the ways they're not shooting.
Yeah, north is safe. Maybe 2 spots on that one. I bet in the Savage one, there's like one.
Behind.
South of him, but he's pointing west,
And
then left.
And to his left.
that time he did not rotate.
Fine. Starting again.
Left.
Starting left.
He'll probably rotate this
And
time.
then front.
He spins. Face.
Yep.
Oi!
45%.
Oh, he's talking now. Is that it? No,
Yeah.
let's take
Now he's just repeating himself.
and then north south. Oh wait. Yeah.
Right?
First right there.
41%.
Switching to plane. Zoro slash. We got the diagonal. And then it's south is going off, so you're gonna want to go north after this. I want that katana. I want to
Left?
do that. That looks
You
like
want a haunted katana?
I want, yes, absolutely. I'll
Right.
take 300 katanas, please. I'll take all the haunted blades you have.
His right.
You're never alone when you've got a haunted blade.
Charge!
Second round is coming. Summon archers. Yeah.
Ooh, tiny spot.
I want to check that again.
Behind.
Comes up.
And his right.
Right. Bud? Well, he spin that.
Yes.
Nope.
No, he did not.
Oh, he's doing another one.
This one he'll probably rotate left.
Is
then
it based
right.
off of where that arrow's pointing? So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Rotates.
He's tricky.
Yeah, just a bit.
Tricky ghosts.
Moonless night. Right.
Time hands are north south.
I once dreamed of shaking hands with a giant Oni, but not like this.
Yes.
Look at those nails. Oh my god.
28%. Behind?
Front. Twister. No, generally we.
Ah, he's doing a side first.
Then middle.
And then middle.
Diagonal.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Cheeky monkey. Right, left. Tricky.
Yep.
Oh, so the arrow moves with it too.
Yeah. Keeping track of that switch.
Yeah.
Annoying.
So we can just call out what side of the arrow.
Sorry. this
You
takes
go,
this
Tay.
long.
20%. He is set up for facing 4 people, sadly.
I just feel like my gamer cred has been reduced.
I wish I wasn't wearing the clothes I was wearing if I was going to lay on the floor this long. Can you glam when you're dead?
No.
Just not shimmer so like,
Go, Frey, go!
Not rotate. This time probably will.
be south.
Right.
East if it doesn't spin. Spun is north.
Sneaky, sneaky.
And the hands.
It feels familiar. It's like I've done this exact thing before.
Well, a lot of the mechanics are repeating from
Well, it's
other.
not the mechanics, it's from the last Criterion dungeon. I seem to remember doing this exact thing before. I know it has happened before where one person stays alive.
Yeah, and it's usually
yeah,
me,
me
which
too.
is why I say my gamer cred is in danger.
Yes. 8%.
Side going off first.
Yeah.
Front and then right. Sorry,
Doesn't
left.
rotate.
Oh, it was right. 5%. Woohoo!
Got hit by one.
And round 2 coming up.
There. Mm-hmm.
2%.
Go, go, go. North is safe.
One percent. Behind. And then his right.
There it is.
Cut above the rustless.
Well, we're gonna go all the way back.
Yeah.
Wait for us.
I'll just rest here for a moment.
So, did we make it in time? Can we help with the boss?
I think we failed that.
2 potsherds. Perhaps the soul of the warrior who once wore it yet lingered, waiting his chance to take to the battlefield of its battlefield once more. Or perhaps his sword was a treasure with a life of its own. A vexing conundrum. What to bring back to Kugane, that is. I don't suppose you space in your bag.
Actually, yes, for once I do.
Yeah. We came prepared.
Well, that was fun.
Okay. Does anyone know which direction the 4 lords are each assigned to?
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Because that was the major hint in that one. Oh, also,
I have to look it up.
yeah. Where is this? Duties? Where are we going to New Gridania?
We aren't.
The buffs are down. And we're out of buffs.
I thought the gate was down.
I believe it's duty, V and C, duty finder.
Right, B and C.
And there's our first
Okay, we got number 2. To read this entry, you must first complete the quest Mononoke Aware. Okay, so we actually have to do a little bit more. Once action gets back.
No worries.
We're gonna
Master
start without him.
Yes, we are. Master Theron, Mistress Rylea, Mistress Talon. Full glad I am to see you hale and whole.
For dead virgins of Hail and Hole, yes.
Yes! I spied Master Hancock's falcon in the distance, but its movements appeared awfully erratic. We can but hope they land safely.
The treasure is a little big for the falcon. Terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting. Our souvenir was a tad more cumbersome than I realized, but as you can see, we are none the worse for my misjudgment.
Indeed, you are not, Master Hancock. My lord will be pleased to hear your return, and your success, I presume.
'Twas Talon's victory as much as my own, but then I know a few demons would be no match for a slayer of gods such as she.
That's right. Give it all the kudos to Talon.
Honestly, for For all its perils, I found the journey quite invigorating. Oh dear. And the pagoda's architecture was nothing short of divine. A masterpiece wrought from timber of the ancient forest within which it stands. A treasure unto itself. Gridanian works may possess a similar charm, but even an old Don such as myself could see that it was in a class of its own. In any case, the people of Shishu can rest easy, knowing a great Mononoke has been consigned to oblivion. But we, my friends, have homes to go before we sleep.
Oh dear.
There were several paths we eschewed, were there not? The mind races to imagine what other delights we may yet behold.
Indeed, a number of treasures remain unaccounted for, and the demons are like to linger until their masters are slain.
Precisely. But take heart, Mr. Tsubaki, for Aurelia, Theron, Action, and Talon shall not rest until these villains trouble the small folk no longer. They shall sally forth again and again until the treasures which drew them thither have been secured, and my new collection is complete. What did we sign up for?
Several runs.
Alas, time waits for no man, and business for no merchant. I must away, but when next you wish to take Mount Draken by storm, you need only say the word. Before you do, however, you might consider sharing the tale of our exploits with Mr. Shallowmore. The missive I received indicated a rather strong preference in that regard. Oh dear.
Yeah.
We have busy work to do.
So...
And he's just going to stand over there, petting the box his new treasure is in, and call it his precious.
Yes. We are in your debt, Master Theron. Pray give our regards to Mistress Shallowmore as well. And Tokimori? Oh, he wants to challenge me to triple triad. No. Small
It has
talk.
been years since I last paid a visit to Kagane. It remains crowded.
Yes, that is a good... Aetheryte pass. Because I am not going to Old Charlian without it.
It is a bit pricey.
Just a little. Huh?
Oh, the new Gridanian one. Have
Huh?
to cancel the new Gridanian one first.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
No,
don't worry
it was
about it.
fine for me at least. But at first it was saying I did not meet the requirements.
Nani?
Yeah.
What?
Hiya. From one style of architecture to a completely different one.
I was wondering when you'd be back. How was your adventure in the Far East? Everything go well with Hancock? As best could be expected.
Yeah.
I doubt I'd fare well against demons, but I do like the sound of that mountain. Green as far as the eye can see, ripe for the gleaning. Would I had an assignment like that? Bah, no need to bemoan my lot in your presence. I suspect Osman has been waiting your return more eagerly than I. Go on, tell him your tales of the mountain. I guarantee that he'll love every word of it.
Exorcism record unlocked. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we can go to that. And yeah, we have a quest.
Osman!
Raylia, how fare your adventures? You, wouldn't happen to have any you'd like to share, would you? We will talk about Mount Rockham. Mount Rockham? The name rings familiar. It is home to a place known as Shoujo Temple, is it not?
Yep, that's the place.
You are well informed. So the rumors were true. A few of my fellow gleaners have mentioned it before. Unfortunately, such mentions tend to be paired with a copious helping of complaints. In the past, the guild ship would often assign gleaners to Kagane that we might locate and collect valuable Far Eastern antiques. Yet our every attempt to purchase these items ended in failure, for an unknown buyer outbid us at every turn. Baffled by this buyer's seemingly bottomless coin purse, the gleaners conducted an investigation of their own, and eventually discovered their rival's identity, Shoujo Temple's head monk. To my knowledge, Shallowmore has not had the displeasure of bidding against the man, perhaps at his best. Your missive was from the East Aldenard Trading Company, yes? Were you privy to some manner of dealings with the head monk? Not exactly. To think such a fate could befall the temple. I am passing familiar with the concept of Suku Mugami, but I had not realized that the myths surrounding them would bleed into reality. Having been a place of worship for much of its history, the mountain and its surrounding environs were likely rich in aether. And if such is the case, those so-called accursed treasures were not unlike kindling to a burgeoning flame. Shame indeed that the whole mountain had to suffer for one man's avarice. But this tragic tale must be told in writing. I can almost picture it. The lush greenery, the silence of the mountain marred by the unholy sight of demons. Yes, it's all coming together. You and a certain wandering minstrel need to talk. Or better yet, don't, because then you'll start coming up with harder versions. Now, if memory serves, Tsukumogami manifest themselves with a singular purpose in mind. Yet, as their long-awaited goals slowly come to fruition, their power begins to wane. Not ideal for stirring hearts and raising the literary stakes, if I'm to be honest. Oh no, he is going to come up with a harder version. What if, like the Great Auspices, their power grew over the centuries? Stop this. Why, they would be more fearsome than one could imagine, more terrifying than the horrors you have faced. A conflict that grand would be a most splendid thread for a tale I plan to weave.
Please don't.
Keep us out of it.
Be wary about going down this path. It will lead to a 400-page fanfic.
It's going to be more than 400 pages. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well.
So what do we have to purchase here?
Broken artifact exchange. Potsherd exchange.
Rose-colored
Exchange.
spectacles. Ooh, just what I wanted. The likeness of Hancock. And some level 1 glamours.
Rose-colored colored spectacles. Wear these lenses to feel and exude optimism. Optimism may or may not be warranted. Please act according to actual conditions. Used to unlock a pair of rose-colored spectacles.
It's just a full Hancock wear.
And down at the bottom is Looping in the Deepest Fringes orchestration roll. That's probably the version of Crimson Sunrise they were using.
Yep. Oh, it's Elvis! Hey there! Okay, so back to
Now,
the entry.
one thing first. I'm feeling a little haunted.
Yeah, this is definitely haunted.
Also, it is 9:05.
Yep, I figured once we read off the entry, we can head out.
Okay. And that reminds me, the entry in question is number 2. The Crimson Sword. Long ago, in the days when war and strife plagued Hingashi, there lived a man who built his legacy upon a mountain of enemy corpses. Fiercer than a mad tiger, Moko the Restless emerged victorious from every skirmish, but his might would be his undoing. Fearing that the warrior would rebel against him, Moko's liege lord ordered him slain in the dead of night. The deed was carried out with Moko's own blade, which, having cleanly severed its master's head, soon began to burn red. None could say whether the crimson aura was begat by the warrior's lingering fury or the ire of his victims, but it resisted all efforts to remove it. In a last, desperate attempt to purify the sword, the Lord's servants carried it to a sacred peak and plunged it into the holy waters, only for the weapon to devour the font's spiritual energies.
Whoops!
From that moment on, any soul who attempted to wield the blade was consumed by murderous rage. Tokimori claimed that the holy waters in the tale might be found on Mount Rocken itself, where a lake of particular spiritual power lies concealed. A small shrine allegedly graces its banks, and I cannot help but wonder if treasures hides within. Unfortunately, the path is a closely guarded secret known only to the highest-ranking monks, so we're left to fumble in the dark. Yeah. Turn the auspices the correct direction is my guess.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna go have a cup of coffee over at the last stand.
This sounds wonderful.
Beat you to it.
Well, that was fun. Let's see if we remember any of this for next Sunday.
Any of what?
With that said, we are going to head out and trade the system over for the buns for the evening. Thank you all very much for joining us. We will be back next Sunday to run the same path yet again and hopefully not die quite as gloriously.
Something like that, yes.
Tay, I think you get the MVP for the night.
Yes, yes, you do. You lived.
We will see you in
The
about...
thief that lived.
Yes, we will see you in about 30 minutes. Until then,
20.
be safe, be well, and we'll see you with the buttons.
Yes.
Bye.
Everyone. Have a
Bye,
good time.
everybody.